Hello everybody, welcome back. It's time for Trash Craft Tuesday. My name is Belinda and this is Visualized NZ. So today I'm working with this trash here. This trash is foil wrappers from chocolates. And no, I haven't eaten all of these. I've collected them up. Some were my husband's and some were from a visit to friends at the weekend where we had chocolates. And so I collected up all the bits of foil. Now some of these have a brand name on them. I'm not super worried about that. It says Quality Street. That's fine. And I've got several different colours of it. So there's a silver one, a red one, a blue one and a green one. And then these purple ones, which are from Hershey's Kisses that were given to my husband by a colleague of his that left the workplace and gave everybody a packet of these Hershey Kisses, dark chocolate ones. So I've got quite a few of those. And down here I've got the backing off of a notepad. It's very, very light card. It's not super thick. It's very shiny and smooth. And it's, again, it's trash. It's off the back of a notepad. Yeah, so that's the trash we're working with. And I'm going to grab my glue stick and put it on the back of these foil pieces. Now I've found that glue stick actually works really well with these foil bits. I was not sure whether it was going to, but so far my test runs have shown that glue stick works absolutely fine in keeping it stuck down. So I'm going to cover this bit of light cardstock. Now to do this, you don't want anything too thick. If it's too thick, then you're going to have problems with the next stage of this. And I'm not worried about getting it perfectly smooth. A bit of texture is all perfectly fine. Do I want to overlap? I don't know that I want to overlap really. Not by any great, because I'm not collaging per se. It's not the purpose of this. I'm just backing the foil with cardstock. So even gaps in between the foil is fine. Just giving it, and being very careful that you don't sort of tear it too aggressively, spreading it out too aggressively. If you tear it with fingernails or just with your fingers. Oh, there's some colour coming off that one. Yeah, just treat it gently because it's very, very thin foil. I'm not going to have room for the silver bit, I think, or maybe I'll put the silver bit down instead. And then I'll give it a wee moment to dry before I do the next step, because I think doing it while the glue's wet could be problematical. Oops, I just tore a bit there because it stuck to my glue page. So yeah, that's the one issue with this type of foil, from whether it be Easter eggs or chocolates or whatever. It is very, very easy to tear. As we all know, when we've been unwrapping a chocolate and, this happens. It tears. It's super hard to open it without tearing. I did get a number, though, that I did manage to, of these ones, get off without tearing. But you can't guarantee it. You think they're going well, and then all of a sudden, it's torn. I think I'll put a fresh page down for the glue so I don't tear this any more than what it is torn. And so I want to use a bit of this torn one just to show that you can still use these bits. Not a problem. Actually, I'm going to turn that around. They still have a use. They're not rubbish. They would be for a lot of people, but not for us crafters. We can still use these. There we go. Oops, there's a little bit not glued down, so I'm just going to tear that wee bit off. Save fighting with it. Don't need to fight with it. And I don't know how many items I will get from this. We shall see. And maybe I could stick that bit there. Why not? four different colours here. And let's see what we can do. Right, just making sure it's well stuck and being quite gentle with it. Okay, so as quick as that, just gluing down some foil. Got my red bit for another day for something. This isn't a terribly long project, so I might go ahead and use one of these on something just to kind of show you what to then do with these things that we're going to make. So I've got a few craft punches here. I've got this big butterfly, and these are all Carla Craft punches. And I've got a star here, the smaller star, and then I've got a heart. So we are going to punch some shapes, if I get my words out properly, enunciate. Now this is a very intricate die. It's got some very fine little bits on it, so I'm not sure how it's going to work. I haven't tried any of these three punches. I've only tried circles, and the circles worked great. But let's see what this does. So I started with green. Hopefully the glue is dry. I'm just going to slide it in, make sure it's all completely where there's foil, and punch. And look at that, it works perfectly well. Whoops. And we've got our little sparkly, silvery, shiny, glittery butterfly. And this is where the words that are on the chocolate foil don't matter at all, because you can't actually see what it said. It's just little bits of silver in amongst the green. So that's super cool. My first little butterfly, which is stuck to my finger. So let's do a blue butterfly. Cool, and I'll show you these properly, and we'll do a silver butterfly. You get a bit more of the writing on that one. You can actually read the word street, which is not a problem. And let's go for a purple butterfly. I'll do more of each of these, but I just want to, I'm keen to see them in all the different colours. There's a purple one. So these are super cute. I think they are fabulous and will look really cool on any crafting project, as a wee decoration, or on Happy Mail that you're sending out, on an ATC, artist trading card, on a collage, like so many places you can use them. In your daily journal as an embellishment. Okay, let's do some stars. So this is where it gets a bit tricky of, you know, finding patches of foil that you can get to with your punch and that are covered. So there's a wee purple star. And of course you have to start cutting into it at some point so you can get further in with your punch. So I'm just going to trim off and take out that blank bit there as well, where there's a hole in the foil. And then these bits in the rubbish. They've done their dash. Time to retire them. There's a bigger bit of purple here, so I'm just going to go and get another purple butterfly. And let's go in here and get another purple star. I can, yep, get it in that far. So far so good. It's working great, guys, and I'm loving the effect. So pretty. You know, it won't suit every project because it's obviously a metallic look, but I think most projects would be fine. Who doesn't like a little bit of shine? I actually think the bigger punch is easier than the smaller punches. More green ones, and because the foil's a bit wrinkled, you've got texture in them as well, which is bit of fun there. Right, let's do a heart. Oh, 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 if I can get... There we go. It's definitely easier with the bigger punch. I thought it would be easier with the smaller one because these aren't very intricate. They're just quite a good shape without the intricacies like the butterfly's got. But no, it's actually harder with the small bunch. Green heart. Let's do some green stars. Need to trim off this. Star, wasn't it? Yes, star I was going to do. Another one of those. So it's not going to take very long to cut out all this up. So how's everyone today? Having a good day? I woke up this morning to fog. It was all foggy outside. Oops, that was a failed attempt. Let's try it again. We don't normally get fog in summer, but we definitely had fog this morning. But it's cleared up, it's cleared away, and it's a beautiful blue sky, sunny day out there now. And it's only, what, must be about 9:30 or so now. So it's, you know, still quite early in the day. Got lots I want to achieve today, so I thought, right, I've got to crack into it, get things done so that I don't get to the end of the day and it's like, well, I only got a couple of things done of what I wanted to. I'm feeling very motivated today. Got lots of plans to do, so need to just crack on and do things, get my video done. And it's one of 3 that I actually want to get recorded today, so yeah, it's going to be a busy old day, I think. But should be very satisfying if I can get to the end of the day and have achieved, you know, not everything, but a good amount of what I wanted to get done. Because I think my list is bigger than the time I've got, to be honest. But that's quite typical, isn't it? We seem to have these pie in the sky ideas about what we can achieve in a day and then get really disappointed when we or feel like we've failed or feel dissatisfied when we don't get it all done. But quite simply, our list was too big for a start, and then life happens, so things crop up that weren't part of your plan, and that's just life, and it shouldn't affect us negatively, but we should be pleased with what we have managed to get done. Right, another purple butterfly, because I really like those. I think they're pretty. Right, can I get a wee star or a heart out of this wee piece? Yes, I can. This is where it's good to have different size punches, because you can get, you know, do your big ones and then get in the smaller leftover gaps with your smaller punches, so you get more out of your efforts and more out of your supplies. Right, that might be it for the purple. I might be able to get one more out of the end there. Let's see if we can get a heart. I don't know if it's going to fit. Oh, if you angle it just right, yes, I can. Oh, if I can. Ah, there we go. Got it. So, right, that's it for the purple now. I'm just going to trim that off so I can get to the silver. Do a silver butterfly. I've only got one silver butterfly so far, so let's add another one. I'm just thinking about the direction of the text, and I don't know whether I want it upside down, but sideways would be okay. I don't mind it being sideways on our wee butterfly. Maybe a silver star. That's a good colour for a star, isn't it? Silver. I should have brought a few more shaped punches through. grabbed these through three, thinking that's all I'd want, but now I'm like, oh, what if I did flowers or whatever else, trees or leaves or something. So I've got quite a number of punches. Most of them came from my mum, and then another lady who was moving gave me quite a lot. Mostly border ones though, which I don't use as much. Border and corner, which I was very grateful for the corner ones because my one had broken, so that was great getting two actually from her. One's a normal corner around it and the other one's got a slight shape to it, so that was great. But yeah, I don't use the border punches a lot. I should play with them a bit more. It's not something I ever had before she gave me her ones, so I guess I'm just not used to using them. Right, perhaps we could do this one partly purple, partly blue, since I've got a little, if I can get a patch where it's just got a little bit of purple on the bottom of the wings. That's nice, I like that. It just gives it a different look. Can we get a heart that's two-toned as well? Yes, we can. Oh, that's nice, half blue, half purple again. Cool. So you can have all sorts of fun with your leftover foils. And remember, they don't have to be whole. You can just lay down bits and pieces and it will be fine. Right, let's do another blue butterfly in here somewhere. Or how about we do half blue, half silver? Right down the middle. Let's go right down the middle-ish. Or no, do I want to do it on an angle? I'll just do it on an angle. Don't be too fussy. Telling myself don't be too fussy. That's cute. And maybe we'll do a half green, half blue one. Since we're at it, I'll trim this off so I can get in there. Can you tell which is my favourite so far of the punches for doing this? If you can see them on my desk, you can probably tell. The butterfly is just turning out super cool. Love it. Right, green start. They're getting quite a lot of green things because it was actually the biggest piece of foil that I had. So I feel like there's a large amount of green here, but that's okay. I should have bought 3 leaves because they'd look really good in the green. Snip, snip. Let's do some more hearts. I haven't actually done very many hearts. Can I get a little one out of here with green and purple? No, there's a gap in the foil, so it's not working for me, but I can get a green heart here. And if I trim, I can probably get one more green one, and then that's it for the green. Right in there. So that's the most of the green. I might be able to get something that's half green, half blue out of this still. So let's go for another heart and do it half and half. This is super fun, guys. I hope you give this a go. I'm just really enjoying the results. And use whatever punches you've got. Have a play round. I think flowers would be really cool as long as they're not too hard to punch with all their, the petals. Leaves. What else? Bells, angels. Whatever punches you've got. And if you don't have punches, or you've only got like circle punches, punch out some circles. I did that for my personal journal, and I made kind of a button as well, but I took smaller holes out of the middle with a smaller punch. Wasn't my favorite, so I just popped it away in my personal journal as an embellishment, and that's why I kind of wasn't sure whether this would work, not because the foil doesn't stick or anything, but because like I just wasn't overly fussed with my attempt at a button. Good concept, and I'm sure if I played around a bit more and used the right sized things, it would turn out really nicely. But yeah, just requires a bit more playing, I think. But I thought these would be cute. Can I get something out of there? I don't know. No, definitely not. Didn't leave enough areas to punch from, so trim off that bit. And we're just down to this bit now, so I think I'll do another silver butterfly. Go, and do the rest in the hearts and the stars. So got quite a lot out of this one small sheet of card, and just 4 wrappers, chocolate wrappers. So you can get quite a lot from your trash. Fun things to use to embellish. Oh, whoops. I didn't look at where I placed that, and it's got a chink off of it. It's not a rounded, whoops. Go in the right end. Helps. I want to see if I can get one more heart out of this bit here, but I need to be able to get in there. Can I get it? Yes. Just needed to come from the right direction. So there we go. I think that's done. So just pack up my punches here out of the way. I keep them all in their little plastic boxes. I don't know, I just always have. And then any excess ones that you've punched but don't use, I usually sit in the bottom of the plastic container. Can you see those? Can you see how many we got out of that one small piece of card? I mean, that's heaps to work with. So I'm just going to pop these aside for a little second over here, and look and see if there's a bit of ephemera I can decorate up. Actually, all sore muscles today. Oh, I did some stretching yesterday, and yeah, feeling it today. That's always good though, isn't it? You know, you've been effective in your stretching if you can feel it, and it's not a like I can't move pain. It's just like that. Oh yeah, I've worked those muscles pain, which is kind of satisfying. So let's see if there's something in here. Actually, I know where I want to add some embellishment. If I can find the right page. So pockets that I've already made up and glued down, but which I was looking at the other day and thought they just need a little embellishment. So let's put some of these, if I can find it. So still a bit of work to do in here, but we're getting there. Gosh, where is it? Here we go. So we've got these 3 pockets here, and I've got coffee dyed paper in each pocket, and I thought they just need something else on these pockets. Just need a little bit of decoration. Now this heart is really bugging me that I managed to chop one of the top bits off, so I'm just going to bin it, because otherwise I'll end up putting it down on something and then it will annoy me forever, and if it goes out to somebody, then that's not the sort of thing I want. I want whole things, not chopped off things, unless it's deliberately done. So I think it would be really, really cute to add some butterflies in here. Do we just want one butterfly? Do we want any book page or anything? Or some music paper maybe? Let's have a look. Get that funny little bit off because that's bugging me too. I think that's cute. Let's go with that. So, oops, take the right end off the glue stick, helps. And it just adds a bit of interest to these pockets, which I thought were just a little bit plain. Now I am going to use tacky glue on the back of these, just because it's only light cardstock, but they are a little curled up from going through the punch, and I think this will just hold it down better. And I'm not going to gouge out my glue stick by trying to get around all those little detail bits. There we go, just a bit of tacky glue. Oh, that looks super cute. Love that. Okay, we need some more paper. Don't need to use all music paper. Let's try a little bit of something else. How about a bit of sewing pattern? It's a bit different, isn't it? Take off this straight edge, and it's got a different colour. Yep, just fun. That's all it is. It's just fun and just interest as well, taking away from the plainness. Not that it's completely plain, it's got little polka dots on it. Okay, and so I've got one that's half or partly. Oh, sorry, my phone's ringing. I'll just pop you on pause for a second. Sorry about that, I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb, and it was my mum. She often doesn't ring me during the day because she's afraid I'm filming. And yeah, so today she rang, but she was having a computer issue or a tablet issue, and she wasn't sure whether she should do what the message was telling her or not. So that's all right, didn't take long to sort that. And always nice to talk to my mum. It's not hard to put your video on pause and just take a few moments, is it? Not the end of the world at all. So let's just finish this up because we're almost there. Putting a little bit of this conversion table text book page down here, something a little bit different. So gone for 3 different types of book page in behind, just to amp up that interest factor. Could have gone with all music or all something, but I just liked having that little difference, and different colour papers as well of the book pages. Okay, I'm going to stick that one down the bottom of the page instead of the top, just varying the position of the butterflies. So there we go, we've got 3 of our little foil butterflies embellishing these pockets here. So I'm a lot happier now. This looks much more interesting, more fun, and so really happy. So there we go, that is today's Trash Craft Tuesday for you. I really hope you give this a go, guys. It is super satisfying. If you don't have any craft punches, then grab a pair of scissors and cut out some shapes. I'm sure you can still cut some really cool funky shapes out. Would be really fun, and I might do that myself actually, just because it's a bit of fun doing something that's completely uniquely you. So whatever your favorite shape is, whether it's a star or a heart or a flower or whatever it might be, even if it's a diamond or a lightning bolt, or I don't know, whatever your favorite is, grab a pair of scissors and just cut it. Like, draw on the back if you like, if you want to cut round your shape, or just freeform it and just go for it. What's the worst that can happen? Just don't cut off a finger, okay? No, none of that business. Okay guys, let's call it a day there, and I'll see you back in the next video. Thanks so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. Take care everybody. Bye.